Well, that's it. It's heartbreak for Liverpool, but it's 3 in a row for the history makers from Madrid. A 13th Champions League win, and the difference in emotion at the end of the game is tangible.
Liverpool have always been a club of emotion, but for years that emotion was mostly pain. Finals lost, title races slipping away, belief turning into frustration. And it stayed that way until Klopp arrived. What followed wasn't just success, it was a transformation. For a long time, Liverpool didn't feel like a football club chasing trophies. It felt like a club chasing closure. The weight of history wasn't inspiring anymore, it was suffocating. Every great European night reminded fans of what Liverpool used to be. Every failed title push reopened old wounds. Before Klopp, Liverpool weren't irrelevant. They were something worse. They were close. The years before Klopp, living on the edge of hope. In the early 2000s, Liverpool existed in a strange state. They weren't dominant. They weren't rebuilding either. They were suspended somewhere in between. The 2013-14 season captured this perfectly. That Liverpool side didn't control games, they overwhelmed them.
The touch that came to Suarez, and he's bounced off Clichy, and he's fed it through here for Sterling. Raheem Sterling! 1-0 Liverpool! Reach out and touch it!
Luis Suarez played with fury, Daniel Sturridge scored with ease, Raheem Sterling ran at defences with fearless abandon, and at the centre of it all was Steven Gerrard. This was supposed to be his moment. Liverpool went on an incredible run. Goals flew in, belief spread across the city. Then came Chelsea at Anfield. Liverpool needed to win. Chelsea needed nothing. And in one moment, one slip, everything collapsed.
Oh, and Gerrard has slipped, and Demba Ba is through here for Chelsea. It's Ba, he scores in front of the Kop. Catastrophe for the Liverpool skipper.
Gerrard fell. Demba Ba scored. The title slipped away. That image didn't just define a match, it defined an era. Liverpool finished second. Again, close enough to touch it, too far to keep it. After that season, the illusion broke. The squad fell apart. Suarez left. The magic vanished. What followed were seasons of inconsistency and frustration. Liverpool finished outside the top 4. Defensive errors became routine. Big moments were met with nervous energy instead of confidence. Anfield still sang, but belief was fragile. By 2015, it was clear. Liverpool didn't need another tweak. They needed a transformation. Klopp arrives, changing the language of the club. When Jurgen Klopp arrived in October 2015, he didn't talk about trophies. He talked about emotion. He spoke about turning doubters into believers, about energy, about connection.
Until now. But he's very proud. She's very proud. So I'm a totally normal guy. I'm the normal one, maybe, if you want this. Yeah.
From the first weeks, something felt different. Liverpool pressed relentlessly. They ran harder. They played with chaos and intent. And suddenly, they were hurting big teams again. Victories against Manchester City and Chelsea weren't just wins. They were statements, but the flaws were still there. Klopp's first season ended with 2 finals, League Cup, Europa League. Both were lost. The Europa League final against Sevilla felt cruel. Liverpool dominated early. Sevilla punished every mistake. Another final, another loss. But this time, there was no resignation. Klopp stood on the pitch afterward, applauding the fans. The supporters applauded back. For the first time in years, losing didn't feel like regression. It felt like the start of something.
But first big final, and we will use this experience together, and then someday everybody will say Barca was a very decisive moment for the wonderful future of Liverpool FC.
Building a team that would not break. Klopp understood something crucial. Liverpool didn't just need talent, they needed reliability. The turning points came with key signings. Virgil van Dijk to end defensive chaos. Alisson to erase years of goalkeeping uncertainty, Mohamed Salah, who turned goals into inevitability. Slowly, Liverpool stopped conceding stupid goals, stopped collapsing under pressure, stopped fearing big moments. By 2018, Liverpool were ready for Europe again. Liverpool's run to the 2018 Champions League final was explosive. Salah, Mane and Firmino tore through Europe.
Salah goes for it again! Oh, Manolas, here's Mo Salah, he's in, a little delicate one! Oh, yes! Arnold. Oops, off he goes, there's the ball, there's the finish! It's 4, it's Firmino, and it's the round to the Champions League for Liverpool! Salah has support from Firmino, lovely ball, still Firmino, saved by Edison. Firmino tries again, Salah, 1-0 to Liverpool! Who else but Mohamed Salah? Isn't going to be a Liverpool free kick. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain! What a strike! There were some appeals for handball from the Kop. That's to Mane! It's 3-0 to Liverpool! It is the first half that you would dream of in the UEFA Champions League quarter-final.
Roma were destroyed, City were eliminated, Liverpool reached Kiev believing they could win.
If they can change it out to him, they can get down that left-hand side every single time.
Salah stayed down here after the challenge by Sergio Ramos. The Real Madrid captain landed awkwardly on the Egyptian. Well, this is potentially heartbreaking for Mo Salah, and it's a real problem for Liverpool.
Higher pressing.
Kroos sends it forward here towards Benzema. He got the option to Marcelo. Oh, and then Carrier, side's gone in. Oh my word! Carry Benzema with a goal, and Liverpool can't believe it. Van Dijk and Lovren up from the back, and it goes towards Lovren. It gets up high, and it's in, and it's Mane! And Liverpool are level, and the stadium in Kiev explodes into a sea of red. The perfect response from Liverpool. Miro. There is Marcelo. 3 in the box waiting for the cross, and it was Bale! Oh, what about that from Gareth Bale? Off the bench with a fabulous finish. Real Madrid 2, Liverpool 1. A classic Champions League final goal from Gareth Bale.
Really well, but he's just fatigued a little bit. Chan's got to bring some new energy.
Oh, there's a shot. Oh, he's shot it. It's Gareth Bale again, and it's a howler from Karius. Well, that's it. It's heartbreak for Liverpool, but it's 3 in a row for the history makers from Madrid. A 13th Champions League win.
They lost, injuries, mistakes, Madrid's experience, another final defeat. But unlike the past, Liverpool didn't retreat. They absorbed it. 2019, the run that changed everything. The 2018-19 Champions League campaign wasn't smooth. Liverpool finished second in their group. They needed to beat Napoli on the final match day, or go out. Anfield responded. Liverpool won 1-0. Alisson made a last-minute save that saved the entire season. From that moment, belief hardened into something stronger. Then came Barcelona. At the Camp Nou, Liverpool were dismantled.
Jordi Alba in towards Suarez! First Champions League goal of the season for Luis Suarez. And what a team to choose to score it against. It falls here for Suarez. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. But he's got one. Oh, he still does the other night like this. Just when Liverpool were in control of the match. Lionel Messi scores his 599th goal for Barcelona. Messi hits one. Oh, what a goal! That is sensational. Absolutely outstanding. What a way to make it 600 goals for Barcelona by the little magic man Lionel Messi.
Messi scored twice. Barcelona won 3-0. It should have been over. The media said it was over. History said it was over. But Anfield didn't agree. On May 7th, 2019, Liverpool produced one of the greatest nights in football history. No Salah, no Firmino, against Messi, and yet chaos.
Saved by the goalkeeper, and in by Divock Origi, and Liverpool have scored early. Now then, Mane's in the middle, there's not much else to aim for. Now there is, it's in! It's Gini Wijnaldum for Liverpool! He's caught in a beauty! Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh my goodness gracious me! The unthinkable! The unbelievable! Liverpool are level from 3 down against Barcelona! The raw emotion of what's going on in this game. Early goal, Origi! Liverpool he's coming in! He's coming in! What a piece of quick thinking from Trent Alexander-Arnold! And Divock Origi has 2, and Liverpool have 4, and they are on the precipice of the greatest night of European Champions League football that Anfield has ever seen! Don't ever tell them that nothing is possible. Don't ever tell them that it can't be done. Liverpool are heading to the Champions League final once again.
That night wasn't just a comeback, it was a declaration. Liverpool were no longer fragile, they were inevitable. The final redemption in Madrid. Before the first whistle, there was no sense of excitement, only tension. Liverpool had been here before, finals promised everything, and then took it away. This wasn't about tactics or form anymore. It was about whether this team could finally carry the weight of its own history. Tottenham were dangerous, confident, with nothing to lose. Liverpool were different, focused, quiet. As the teams walked out in Madrid, everyone knew one mistake would define the season.
There's appeal for a penalty. It is a penalty. Brilliant response. Liverpool lead early in the Champions League final. And Liverpool are flooding forward. And it's Andrew Robertson. Some hit. Saved brilliantly by Alisson. Son caught that fantastically. Oh, it's fallen for Lucas Moura. Tottenham's best chance. And the Brazilian denied by the Brazilian. They're throwing everything at Liverpool. They've brought on all their big players. Here's another delivery. It comes down and it's over the top. Surely Son would have been offside anyway. Liverpool's corner. Milner takes Van Dijk with a swing. Important little touch by Eric Dyer. Oh, it comes to Divock Origi! He's won the European Cup for Liverpool! The man who took down Barcelona has taken Tottenham down in Madrid! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield! Liverpool are the champions of Europe for the 6th time! Drink it in! Feel it! It is an astonishing achievement by a group of players who just don't know.
The final against Tottenham wasn't beautiful. It was tense, controlled, professional. Liverpool won, champions of Europe, for Klopp, for Gerrard, for every collapse that came before. The league title, ending the curse. After Europe came the final barrier, the league. For 30 years, Liverpool had waited. In 2019 to 20, there was no drama. Liverpool dominated from the start. They crushed challengers, they broke records. When the title was finally confirmed, the celebrations were muted by circumstance. But the meaning was enormous. Liverpool were champions again. When Klopp eventually left, it didn't feel like a normal goodbye. It felt like the end of an era that brought Liverpool back to itself. He didn't just win trophies, he rebuilt belief. He turned a club full of almost moments into a team that expected to win. And even after he was gone, the most important thing remained: the mentality, the standards, the identity. Because Klopp didn't just change Liverpool's results, he changed what Liverpool thought was possible.